Most people think you need a huge budget, a complicated business plan, or some fancy idea to quit your job or start a business and make real money. But I can tell you from experience that one person with a laptop and a phone can out earn their job just by doing something as painfully simple as buying and selling secondhand clothes in bulk. Yeah, I know. Give me just a few minutes and I'll show you exactly how this works, why it beats the 9 to 5, and how one transaction can pay you more than your entire monthly paycheck. But before we break down the numbers, I need to show you the one mistake that beginners make that keeps them stuck at their job way longer than they need to. You see, most people try to sell clothes one piece at a time on places like eBay. They sell a shirt here, a pair of jeans there. It is slow and frustrating and barely profitable, my friend. The smarter way is to sell by the truckload. A full truckload typically weighs about 43,000 pounds. That's 43,000 pounds of clothes. Just one deal like that can beat a month's worth of wages at a 9 to 5. I'm going to show you exactly how the math works in a minute, but let's build a simple roadmap so you know the exact steps to take. So our map has three parts: the destination, the vehicle, and the route. The destination is going to be our money goal, the number that lets you quit your job. The vehicle is the business model that gets you there. This part, though, matters the most. Let me explain why. Think of it like travel. Walking gets you there eventually, but riding a bike gets you there faster. A motorcycle gets you there faster with less effort. A car, even faster. A plane, you arrive in record time with the least effort and more comfort. The same goes with business. The destination might be the same, but the vehicle that you choose determines how fast you get there and how drained you feel when you arrive. Pick the wrong vehicle and you burn out before you even reach your goal. Pick the right one and you arrive faster with less stress and with more energy left over. Finally, there's the route. That is how you actually find people to buy from and people to sell to. So let's explore each of these step by step. Now, first, the destination. For this example, let's set the target at $10,000 a month. Now, I know that might sound big for some used clothes, but I promise it's not. You don't need hundreds of customers. You just need a few good partners and a repeatable system. I'll show you how simple it is in a second. But for now, let's talk about the vehicle, the business model that makes it possible. So the vehicle is a one-person secondhand clothing brokerage. Here's the model in the simplest terms possible. Buy low, sell high. You buy excess donations from private nonprofits, and then you turn around and sell those excess donations by the truckloads or container loads to textile recyclers. Excuse me. You don't sort it, you don't wash it, you don't run a store. You simply connect the two sides and keep the difference. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Why wouldn't the nonprofit just sell directly to the recycler? That's a good question. So there are usually one of four reasons why. One is they don't know. A lot of nonprofits don't even realize that recyclers will pay them for their excess donations in truckloads. Second is they don't know how. So some of them might know, but they don't know where to start. They don't even know who to call. The third is they're frustrated. So many of them already sell, But their recyclers either pay too little, or even worse, they don't pick up when they promise that they're going to, leaving them buried in donations with no space left. The fourth is they need more buyers. So some of them sell regularly, but they still have too many donations. So they want more buyers in rotation, so they're not stuck with just one option. That is why this model works. You're not tricking anyone. You're solving problems that nonprofits already have before you got there. Now, let's get into the third part of our map, the route to your first deal. Here's the simple route. Nonprofits and thrift stores get more clothing donations than they could ever sell. Textile recyclers buy clothes by the truckload. I'm talking 43,000 pounds of clothes at a time. You step in the middle, buy from the nonprofit for less, sell to the recycler for more. Now let's do the math. Let's say you buy a truck load of credentials at 25 cents a pound. You sell that load for 40 cents a pound. That's a 15 cents a pound spread. If you multiply that by 43,000 pounds, you'll have $6,450 of profit on one deal. And here's the beauty of it. You don't need to sell every day. One deal can out-earn a whole month's paycheck. At your job, your time equals your money. That's why this crushes a 9 to 5, because you basically get paid and you have to clock in and stay put. But with this business, your first deal might take 2 phone calls and 3 emails, but the next deal with the same customer might only take 1 text that reads, "I'll take another load next week." Same profit, but at a fraction of the effort and time. The second reason why this model crushes the 9 to 5 is your earning potential at a job is capped. If you make $18 an hour, it doesn't matter how much value you create. That is literally all you can earn in any given hour, $18. With this business, there's literally no ceiling. Demand is your only limit. If you have supply and buyers, you can scale. In my best month, I made $100,000 in sales in a single month. And here's the thing, you don't have to invent anything. The supply already exists. The buyers already exist. You don't pay for marketing. You're just connecting dots. So now let's go back to that mistake I mentioned earlier. The one thing that most beginners make that kills the deal before it even starts. You see, the mistake beginners make is they say, "I'm a broker looking to buy your clothes, yada, yada, yada." See, that one line kills trust immediately. If you want to know exactly what to say instead, word for word, so you never blow a deal, then I need you to watch this video right here or somewhere in your screen. It is literally where I break down my true story, how I got started, and the full step-by-step plan. I'm going to link it in the description as well, and I'm pretty sure it should be somewhere in your screen right now, but if it's not, just go straight to the description and it's going to be linked in the description as well. Click on that video, go watch it, and I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.